Freeview is the only free-to-air digital terrestrial television service in the United Kingdom. It is delivered by the company DTV Services Ltd, a joint venture between the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Sky and transmitter operator Arqiva. It was launched in 2002. The service provides consumer access via an aerial to the 6 DTT multiplexes covering the United Kingdom. In April 2014 it had some 60 DVB-T TV channels, 26 digital radio channels, 10 HD channels, 6 text services, 11 streamed channels, and 1 interactive channel. A number of new HD channels are rolling out in 2014, and up to 10 new HD channels are planned to be launched later in the year, from a new group of multiplexes awarded to Arqiva. The new HD channels were launched in selected areas on December 10, 2013 with a further rollout expected during 2014. DTV Services' delivery of standard definition television and radio is labeled Freeview, while its delivery of HD TV is called Freeview HD. Reception of Freeview requires a Freeview tuner either in a separate set-top box or built into the TV set. Since 2008 all new TV sets sold in the United Kingdom must have a built-in Freeview tuner. Freeview HD requires a special tuner, capable of handling HD TV signals. Digital video recorders with a built-in Freeview tuner are labeled Freeview Plus. Depending on model, DVRs and HD TV sets with a Freeview tuner may offer standard Freeview or Freeview HD. The technical specification for Freeview is published and maintained by the Digital TV Group, the industry association for digital TV in the UK, which also provide the test and conformance regimes for Freeview, Freeview Plus and Freeview HD products. DMOL, a company owned by the operators of the 6 DTT multiplexes, is responsible for technical platform management and policy, including the electronic program guide and channel numbering. Since the completion of the digital switchover on October 24, 2012, there is no terrestrial analog television being broadcast in the United Kingdom, and all broadcast terrestrial TV is delivered through digital terrestrial television. History. Freeview officially launched on October 30, 2002 at 5 AM when the BBC and Crown Castle officially took over the digital terrestrial television licenses to broadcast on the 3 multiplexes from the defunct ITV Digital. The founding members of DTV Services, who trade as Freeview, were the BBC, Crown Castle UK and British Sky Broadcasting. On October 11, 2006, ITV plc and Channel 4 became equal shareholders. Since then, the Freeview model has been copied in Australia and New Zealand. Although all pay channels had been closed down on ITV Digital, many free-to-air channels continued broadcasting, including the 5 analog channels and digital channels such as ITV2, ITN News Channel, S4C2, TV Travel Shop and QVC. With the launch of Freeview, other channels were broadcast free-to-air, such as Sky Travel, UK History, Sky News, Sky Sports News, The Hits and TMF were available from the start. BBC4 and the interactive BBC streams were moved to Multiplex B. Under the initial plans, the 2 multiplexes operated by Crown Castle would carry 8 channels altogether. The 7th stream became shared by UK Bright Ideas and FTN, which launched in February 2003. The 8th stream was left unused until April 2004 when the shopping channel Ideal World launched on Freeview. There are now 14 streams carried by the 2 multiplexes, with Multiplex C carrying 6 streams, and Multiplex D carrying 8. It has recently been announced that more streams are now available on the multiplexes, and that bidding is underway. 2009 Retune The Freeview service underwent a major upgrade on September 30, 2009, which required 18 million households to retune their Freeview receiving equipment. The changes, meant to ensure proper reception of Channel 5, led to several thousand complaints from people who lost channels as a result of retuning their equipment. The Freeview website crashed and the call center was inundated as a result of the problems. The change involved an update to the NIT, which some receivers could not accommodate. Many thousands of people could not receive some channels. This included 460,000 fed from relay stations who lost access to ITV3 and ITV4. Updates were broadcast to enable firmware changes, but in some cases the receiver must be left on and receiving broadcasts to accept the updates. Not everyone was aware of this. 2014 Retune the Freeview service underwent a major upgrade on September 3, 2014 which required 18 million households to retune their Freeview receiving equipment. The changes included a reshuffle of the children's, news, and interactive genres. Channels. The Freeview service broadcasts free-to-air television channels, radio stations and interactive services from the existing public service broadcasters. Channels on the service include the BBC, ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5 terrestrial channels, as well as their digital services. In addition, channels from other commercial operators, such as Sky and UK TV, are available, as well as radio services from a number of broadcasters. The full range of channels broadcast via digital terrestrial television includes pay television services from operators such as VU TV and BT Sport. These channels, although available only to subscribers with appropriate equipment, are listed in the on-screen electronic program guides displayed by many Freeview receivers but cannot be viewed. Reception equipment. Receivers to receive Freeview either a television with an integrated digital tuner, or an existing standard analog TV plus a digital set-top box is required. Aerial an aerial is required for viewing any broadcast television transmissions. For all transmissions indoor, loft-mounted, and external aerials are available. In regions of strong signal an indoor aerial may be adequate. In marginal areas a high-gain external aerial mounted high above the ground with an electronic amplifier at its top may be needed. Aerial requirements for analog and digital reception in the UK are identical. There is no such thing as a special digital aerial, although installers and suppliers often falsely say one is necessary. As the signal degrades, the analog picture degrades gradually, but the digital picture holds up well then suddenly becomes unwatchable. An aerial which gave poor analog viewing may give unwatchable, rather than poor, digital viewing, and need replacing, at a cost of typically £80 to £180, most of which is fitting cost. Services. The Digital TV Group, the industry association for digital television in the UK, is responsible for coordination between Freeview and other digital services. The original Freeview was later expanded with additional facilities, high-definition channels, and Internet connectivity. All services remain available. The original Freeview equipment will work in the same way it always did. Freeview The original Freeview service allowed a large number of digital television channels to be received on a compatible television receiver, set-top box, or personal video recorder. An electronic program guide was available. Freeview channels can be received at no charge by anyone in the UK. It is a legal obligation to hold a current television license to watch or record TV as it is being broadcast. A subscription-based DTT service, Top Up TV, launched in March 2004. The Top Up TV service was not connected with the Freeview service, but ran alongside it on the DTT platform and was included in the Freeview EPG. Programs could be received on some Freeview set-top boxes and televisions equipped with a card slot or CI slot. Top Up TV was replaced in 2006 by a service that did not run on Freeview equipment. Freeview Plus Freeview Plus, originally named Freeview Playback, is the marketing name for Freeview-capable digital video recorders with some enhancements over the original Freeview. All Freeview Plus and Freeview Plus HD recorders are required to include the following features in addition to standard Freeview: at least 8-day electronic program guide, series link, record split programs as one program, offer to record related program, record alternative showing if there is a time conflict, schedule changes updated in standby, accurate recording. Euro programs are recorded based on signals from the broadcaster rather than schedule time. Freeview HD Freeview HD comprises a number of high-definition versions of existing channels. It requires a different, high-definition, tuner, and does not supersede or replace standard Freeview channels. With 2-channel Freeview HD completed a technical launch on December 2, 2009 from Winter Hill and Crystal Palace and operates on multiplex BBC from that date in regions that switched over on or after that date, with the service coming to all regions by the end of 2012. Channel 4 HD commenced test broadcasts on March 25, 2010 with an animated caption, ahead of its full launch on March 30, 2010. Coinciding with the commercial launch of Freeview HD. S4C Clylun launched on April 30, 2010 in Wales, where Channel 4 HD will not broadcast. STV HD launched in Scotland, where ITV HD does not broadcast, on June 6, 2010. S4C Clylun closed on December 1, 2012, allowing Channel 4 HD to begin broadcasting in Wales. 5 HD was due to launch during 2010 but was unable to reach key criteria to keep its slot. Spare allocation on Multiplex B was handed over to the BBC, 2 years from the date when it was anticipated that further capacity on Multiplex B would revert to the control of the BBC Trust. On November 3, 2010, BBC One HD launched on Freeview HD. Initially it was available in addition to the existing BBC HD channel, which continued to show the best of the rest of the BBC in HD. However, BBC HD was replaced by BBC Two HD on March 26, 2013. Until October 17, 2011, the commercial public service broadcasters had the opportunity to apply to Ofcom to provide an additional HD service from between November 28, 2011 and April 1, 2012. Channel 5 HD was the sole applicant, with the aim of launching in spring or early summer 2012. On December 15, 2011, Channel 5 dropped its bid to take the 5th slot after being unable to resolve issues of commercial importance. Subject to any future Ofcom decision to re-advertise the slot, the capacity will remain with the BBC and can be used by it for BBC services or services provided by a third party via a commercial arrangement. The BBC temporarily used the space to broadcast a high-definition simulcast of their main Freeview Red Button feed for the duration of the 2012 Summer Olympics, followed by a channel from Channel 4 for the 2012 Summer Paralympics. On June 13, 2013, the BBC temporarily launched a high-definition Red Button stream in the vacant space. On July 16, 2013, Ofcom announced that up to 10 new HD channels would be launched by early 2014, using new capacity made available by the digital switchover. This provided additional spectrum in the 600 MHz band for additional DVB-T multiplexes, reaching up to 70% of the UK population. At the same time, the BBC announced that they would provide 5 new HD channels due to the newly available capacity: BBC 3 HD, BBC 4 HD, CBBC HD, CBeebies HD and BBC News HD. BBC 3 HD and CBBC HD launched to all viewers on December 10, 2013 using the capacity released by the Red Button HD service, and the other BBC channels launched in some regions, expanding to 70% UK coverage by June 2014. Technical: the Digital TV Group publishes and maintains the UK technical specification for high-definition services on digital terrestrial television based on the new DVB-T standard. The specification is known as the D-Book. Freeview HD is the first operational TV service in the world using the DVB-T standard. This standard is incompatible with DVB-T, and can only be received using compatible reception equipment. Some television receivers sold before the HD launch claim to be HD ready, but this usually implies that the screen can display HD, rather than that DVB-T signals can be received. A suitable tuner is additionally required. Freeview HD set-top boxes and televisions are available. To qualify for the Freeview HD logo, receivers will need to be IPTV capable and display Freeview branding, including the logo, on the electronic program guide screen. The Freeview HD trademark requirements state that any manufacturer applying for the Freeview HD logo should submit their product to the Digital TV Group's Test Centre for Conformance Testing. On February 2, 2010, Vestel became the first manufacturer to gain Freeview HD certification for the Vestel T8300 set-top box. Humax released the first Freeview HD reception equipment, the Humax HD Fox T2, on February 13, 2010. It was announced on February 10, 2009 that the signal would be encoded with MPEG-4 AVC high-profile level 4, which supports up to 1080i30/1080p30, so 1080p50 cannot be used. The system has been designed from the start to allow regional variations in the broadcast schedule. Services are statistically multiplexed. Euro bandwidth is dynamically allocated between channels, depending on the complexity of the images. Euro with the aim of maintaining a consistent quality, rather than a specific bit rate. Video for each channel can range between 3 Mbps and 17 Mbps. AAC or Dolby Digital Plus audio is transmitted at 384 kB per second for 5.1 surround sound, with stereo audio at 128 to 192 kbits. Audio description takes up 64 kbits, subtitles 200 kbits and the data stream, for interactive applications, just 50 kbits. Recording sizes for Freeview HD television transmissions average around 3 GB per hour. Between 22nd and 23rd March 2011, an encoder software change allowed the Freeview version of BBC HD to automatically detect progressive material and change encoding mode appropriately, meaning the channel can switch to 1080p 25. This was extended to all of the other Freeview HD channels in October 2011. To ensure provision of audio description, broadcasters typically use the Aac Codec. Hardware restrictions allow only a single type of audio decoder to operate at any one time, so the main audio and the audio description must use the same encoding family for them to be successfully combined at the receiver. In the case of BBC HD, the main audio is coded as AAC-LC and only the audio description is encoded as HEAAC. Neither Aac nor Dolby Digital Plus codecs are supported by most home AV equipment, which typically accept Dolby Digital or DTS, leaving owners with stereo, rather than surround sound, output. Transcoding from Aac to Dolby Digital or DTS and multi-channel output via HDMI was not originally necessary for Freeview HD certification. As of June 2010, the DTG book includes the requirement for mandatory transcoding when sending audio via SPDIF, and for either transcoding or multi-channel PCM audio when sending it via HDMI in order for manufacturers to gain Freeview HD certification from April 2011. Thus, equipment sold as Freeview HD before April 2011 may not deliver surround sound to audio equipment. Later equipment must be capable of surround sound compatible with most suitable audio equipment. In early February 2011 it was announced that 1 million Freeview HD set-top boxes had been sold. Copy protection. In August 2009 the BBC wrote to Ofcom after third-party content owners asked the BBC to undertake measures to ensure that all Freeview HD boxes would include copy protection systems as required by the Digital TV Group's D-Book, which sets technical standards for digital terrestrial television in the UK. The BBC proposed to ensure compliance with copy protection standards on the upgraded Freeview HD multiplex by compressing the service information data, which receivers need to understand the TV services in the data stream. To encourage boxes to adopt copy protection, the BBC made its own lookup tables and decompression algorithm, necessary for decoding the EPG data on high-definition channels, available without charge only to manufacturers who implement the copy protection technology. This technology would control the way HD films and TV shows are copied onto, for example Blu-ray discs, and shared with others over the Internet. No restrictions will be placed on standard definition services. In a formal written response, Ofcom Principal Advisor Greg Bensberg said that wording of the license would probably need to be changed to reflect the fact that this new arrangement is permitted. The BBC had suggested that as an alternative to the SI compression scheme, the Freeview HD multiplex may have to adopt encryption. Bensberg said that it would appear inappropriate to encrypt public service broadcast content on DTT. On June 14, 2010, Ofcom agreed to allow the BBC to limit the full availability of its own and other broadcasters' high-definition Freeview services to receivers that control how HD content can be used. Ofcom concluded that the decision to accept the BBC's request will deliver net benefits to licence holders by ensuring they have access to the widest possible range of HD television content on DTT. Freeview Play Freeview Play adds internet connectivity to the existing services. It claims to be a connected TV service that combines catch-up TV, on-demand and live television. It will be available on some 2015 and later TVs and boxes, and can use any broadband internet service. The technology will be an open standard, but with prominent Freeview Play branding. The service is available from October 2015 on compliant equipment, initially a few Panasonic TV receivers, including existing models with a software update. Other manufacturers were announcing new models later this, 2015, year. See also, UView, BT Vision, Virgin Media, Freesat, Freewire, High Definition Television in the United Kingdom, Freesat from Sky, Now TV. References. External links, official website.